Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into The Achievement Habit by Bernard Roth, a transformative guide that promises to ignite a spark of productivity and purpose in your daily routine. Imagine a world where your grandest dreams aren't just fleeting thoughts, but achievable realities. Now think about the mundane distractions that litter your day: endless scrolling through social media, the mounting to-do lists that seem to grow rather than shrink. Roth's book is tailored to bridge the gap between aspiration and actualization, offering practical insights and strategies that you can incorporate into the life you're living right now, steering you towards the life you yearn for. Bernard Roth, not just an author but a vanguard in his field, carries the dual titles of Professor of Engineering and the Academic Director of the Hasso-Plattner Institute of Design at Stanford University. As a pioneering figure in robotics and a seasoned expert in kinematics, the study of movement, Roth pairs his scientific expertise with a profound understanding of human behavior to foster achievement in others. The Achievement Habit is designed for a wide array of readers. Whether you find yourself perpetually stuck or adrift in a sea of aimlessness, this book is your compass. It invites people with lofty life goals but no concrete plan, as well as chronic procrastinators seeking a pathway out of the cycle of delay. If you're looking to cultivate a habit of success and make accomplishments a staple in your journey, join us as we explore the insights Roth has to offer. Prepare to be propelled towards making achievement not just an act, but a habit. The Achievement Habit. Stop wishing, start doing, and take command of your life. Introduction. Shed the excuses and embrace achievement. Have you ever marveled at the select few who always seem to cross the finish line with their goals? They're not gifted with some mystical productivity potion, nor are they an extraordinary breed. The truth is, anyone can join the League of Achievers, and the path there is marked by shedding our manufactured reasons and excuses like old skin. We often construct elaborate stories on why we can't do something, barricading ourselves behind them. Yet once we unveil these stories for the mirages they are, we unlock an incredible potential to transform our actions and consequently our lives. Through this journey you'll discover how Oprah's early career setback became the bedrock of her success, the power of reframing failure as simply a concept, not a destiny, the real worth of networking and when it's truly valuable. Ready to step into the realm of achievers? Let's dissect the myths that hold us back and step forward with actionable wisdom that propels us into a new, achievement-laden horizon. Part 1. Forge your path from desire to action. Embarking on the journey to achievement isn't about possessing otherworldly talents. It's about bridging the chasm between your aspirations and your actions. Picture a world where entrepreneurial dreams don't just simmer as daydreams but boil over into reality. That world can be yours. Consider this distinction: the chasm between trying and doing. When you reach for something, to try might mean a hesitant movement, one that nets you nothing. But to do is to commit, to grab swiftly and confidently before doubt or resistance can take hold. You are the master commander of your endeavors. The hurdles that present themselves are often of our own making, excuses, mental roadblocks that we unwittingly erect. Yet your life, with all its intricacies, can be reshaped by your will. Life is a relentless series of challenges, and yet therein lies its beauty. Every challenge is a portal to growth, to advancement. Embracing this fact is at the heart of the achievement habit. This habit draws inspiration from design thinking, a mindset where failure isn't merely possible, it's a valuable teacher. Look at the story of Oprah Winfrey. Her departure from that first anchoring job didn't spell the end. It was a beginning, fueling her ascent to become a media titan. But beyond Oprah's tale lies a universal truth. Motivation is often the missing ingredient. While academia rewards us with grades, real life demands that we cultivate an inner drive, a relentless push from desire to action. That self-motivation is the engine of the achievement habit, ready to propel you towards your goals. Part 2. Reframe your world. Perspectives are a choice. Our lives are a canvas upon which we paint our own meanings. That job title, the family background, the very notion of success, these things only possess the importance and definition we choose to give them. It's all about perspective, and your perspective is not set in stone. Take a fresh look and realize the potential for change is always within reach. The incompetent boss might just surprise you tomorrow, or you might redefine yourself in an instant. Whisper it or shout it. Nothing and no one, including you, is just one thing. Freeing ourselves from this constant labeling and relabeling is the key to unfolding our true potential. Consider failure. It's not an endpoint unless you decree it so. Your life isn't being scored by an unseen referee. The power to define its highs and lows rests squarely on your shoulders. A tale of two families the author knew drives this point home. Both faced the sorrow of Alzheimer's, yet one chose to see beyond the disease, while the other succumbed to despair. Their perspectives shaped their reality, highlighting the fact that our experiences are often colored by the meanings we attach to them. To align yourself with the achievers, grasp this concept tightly. Labels are rigid, immutable. They can only stall our progress. If you were to lose a job, branding yourself a loser isn't just unhelpful, it's a fiction that hinders your ability to overcome and advance. By consciously choosing how we perceive every aspect of our lives, we wield the power to redefine our paths. Erase fixed meanings, see the fluidity in every situation, and step into the dynamic flow of achievement. Part 3. Excuses are the arch enemy of decision-making. Think for a moment about the last time you justified something with a reason that felt as comfortable as an old shoe. We pull out reasons like rabbits from a magician's hat, weaving them tightly into the fabric of our lives. You perform an act of kindness and later luck smiles upon you. Surely, one must have caused the other, right? Not quite. This correlation isn't causation. It's a seductive mirage. Our brains are Olympic champions at finding external scapegoats for our own choices. Take the bane of punctuality, being late to a meeting. We cry traffic, when in truth, the crowded highways were no more unpredictable than sunrise. Deep down, we know the meeting wasn't our top priority. Here's where the harsh truth lies. These reasons are our escape routes from making hard decisions and molding our actions. How do we combat this? Employ the gun test. Picture a decision at work, teetering on the precipice of action, with pros and cons scattered around like puzzle pieces. Now, imagine a metaphorical gun to your head and 15 seconds ticking away. Under this intense pressure, the decision crystallizes, not because the extra reasons had light to shed, but because the real decision was veiled in hesitation. Life, when charted as a straight line, birth, milestones, death, seems predictable. Yet the surprises and twists that fill the spaces in between are beyond any planner's scope. Realizing this, we must tilt towards action, embracing the missteps as part of the dance. The goal is to move, decide, and boldly step forward, even when the outcomes are veiled in uncertainty. Part 4. Unlock solutions by shifting your viewpoint. It's easy to feel like our dreams are just out of reach, guarded by towering walls, a lack of finances, the whims of others, or countless other barricades. But what if these barriers are largely of our own making? What if the real key to unlocking our aspirations lies in rethinking how we perceive the problems themselves? Before we can shift the problem, we must ensure we're tackling the right one. Take the pursuit of a life partner, for example. Is it a legal union you seek, or is the underlying quest one for companionship? Identifying the core issue is crucial. Once we've pinpointed the genuine challenge, the instinct is to hurl ourselves into solution mode. However, take a moment to pause and reframe the problem. It might morph before your eyes. A story illustrates this beautifully. An acquaintance of the author was fixated on fixing a broken bed to solve his sleep troubles. It wasn't until he reframed his problem, realizing he simply wanted a good sleep, not necessarily a repaired bed, that the solution became obvious: buying a new bed. The language we use when we talk about obstacles can also shape our perception of them. The words we choose are subtle but powerful instruments. For instance, replace but with and. Say, I want to go to the movies and I have to work, instead of using but, which creates a false dichotomy. Likewise, our internal narrative propels us differently based on its wording. Telling yourself you want to do something is significantly more empowering than feeling you have to. It's a small linguistic tweak with a profound impact on motivation. By reframing our problems and adjusting our language, we can often dissolve the barriers that seemed insurmountable, opening up a world where solutions are not just possible, but plentiful. Part 5. Collaboration amplifies success. Learn from peers and pass on your wisdom. The journey of achievement is a trek that often requires companionship. To move mountains, we usually need the muscle of shared knowledge and experience. So, as you set out to climb your own peaks, align with those who have summited similar heights. Their triumphs and missteps both hold valuable lessons. Think of the multifaceted legacies like Gandhi's. His remarkable teachings reverberate through time, yet his familial relationships suffered. Emulate his inspirational guidance, but be wary of the personal sacrifices he made. Every role model offers a spectrum to learn from. Cherry-pick the hues that align with your vision. Going beyond mere admiration, the world beckons us to network. Yet, instead of letting these interactions become shallow schmoozing, infuse them with sincerity. Engage with a spirit of camaraderie. Unmask your genuine self, and don't just acquire contacts, foster friendships. Achievement isn't about ascending the ladder solo or hoarding your insights like a dragon with its treasure. Share your knowledge openly, inviting others to do the same. In doing so, you cultivate an ecosystem of learning and growth. The constraints of conventional work environments often clash with the spirit of collaboration. Challenge these norms by reshaping your surroundings. Swap the rigid seats of hierarchy for circles that encourage dialogue. Embrace a playful spirit, even amidst solemn agendas. Such tweaks in the environment can nudge a collective towards richer, more creative outcomes. Foster positive, constructive discourse among peers with the I like, I wish framework. It's a feedback loop woven from threads of appreciation and constructive thoughts, skipping the counterproductive but that often negates the good. This can transform the collective effort into a tapestry of shared success and continuous improvement. Part 6. Embrace the achiever within to unlock your potential. Have you ever peered into the mirror and asked yourself, am I an achiever? If not, it's time to start affirming it, because self-perception can be the catalyst for greatness. Your sense of self has the power to lift you to incredible heights. As children, we shape our identity through the reflections cast by parents and educators. As adults, though, we must wrestle the reins and sculpt our image with intention. Wondering how you stack up against others' views? Try this. Enlist 5 pals to pen 5 adjectives that capture you. Hold these words against your self-assessment. Where they intersect lies your actual persona. Some traits you'll cherish, others might urge a metamorphosis. Intentions are your compass. They guide your actions. Filter your desires by considering what you'd chase if you had just 10 minutes versus 10 hours. This refining process delivers a pristine picture of what truly matters to you. Equally essential is not to shackle your life's ambitions to inflexible pathways. Our careers, for example, don't have to be linear tales penned by societal norms. Indeed, choosing the road less traveled can be daunting. However, don't be deterred. Every journey is strewn with failures. They're not obstacles, they're stepping stones. Remember, if your current trajectory feels foreign to your heart's compass, you possess the freedom to chart a fresh course. Continuously self-interrogate with, who am I and what do I want? These questions are like a lighthouse, forever guiding you back to your true north. Armed with these insights, the reins of your life are firmly in hand. It's time to step into your role as an achiever and craft the life of your aspirations. Final summary. Clear the myth. The divide between the so-called losers and the lucky ones is an illusion. The art of achievement isn't an inborn trait. It's a skill that can be honed once we undo the shackles of limiting labels. To stride forward on the path of fulfillment, reassess your ambitions and the perceived roadblocks before you. It's a dance of perspective and action. Reframe your challenges, jettison rigid self-labels, and summon the will to convert intention into motion. In essence, to grab hold of the life you yearn for, shift your gaze, mold your self-image, and ignite the drive within. Remember, it's not fate's hand that carves your destiny. It's your daily choices, steered by a relentless achiever's philosophy. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.